Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. Today I have a very interesting editorial for you. You see, the concept of my editorial stemmed from the fact that there are a lot of similarities between the 2004 election scenario and the 2019 election scenario. It's actually like a deja vu to a major extent. I'll tell you how. India Shining was a very, very successful campaign in 2003-2004. I think the campaign was made by an agency called Trikaya Gray, if I'm not mistaken, in 2003, and the campaign was successful. Beautiful campaign. It really took off. It was one of the most successful campaigns. Successful not in terms of it actually couldn't win the party the votes, but it was the most talked about campaign at that point in time. Second, there was a very, very successful Prime Minister heading the NDA, and that was Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Truly a statesman and a fantastic Prime Minister as he was perceived to be. So he was heading the campaign. He was supposed to be voted back to power again in 2004. Very similar to the current situation. I mean, we have a very popular Prime Minister in Mr. Modi today. Possibly one of the most popular faces around. On the other side, you had a no-eyes politician in 2004, and that was Srimati Sonia Gandhi. Not even an Indian. Somebody who was not involved in active politics in 2004 and not as popular as Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, not even close to it. So the question then at that point in time is, if not Atal Bihari Vajpayee, then who? That was the question in 2004. Juxtapose the same thing here, same is happening now. Though, of course, Rahul Gandhi is not as no-wise as Mrs. Sonia Gandhi in 2004. Rahul Gandhi, of course, worked a lot in the last 3 years, 4 years. He really worked on ground. He's earned his name. He's earned his reputation. So yes, Rahul Gandhi is not that no-wise at the moment. But that being said, the question still remains, and the question still is, if not Modi, who? So similarity? Okay. So what we tried to do here is a very interesting exercise, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. What we try to do is, first, what I want to go through the opinion polls right from 2018 January till now. There has been 5 different opinion polls from 2018 January till now. I want to take you through those opinion polls. I've got almost 4 or 5 different pollsters, different channels, different pollsters actually publishing these polls. So I will take you through those polls, give you a poll figures. Why I'm doing this exercise is to know the ups and downs of the Modi Sarkar in the last 1 year, from January 2018 till almost till the Pulwama attack. Then after the Pulwama attack, what changes did it get? So I'm going to take you through that. That will be the first exercise. The second exercise that I want you to, that I think would be interesting, is we will review the opinion polls of 2004 same time. So 2004 May, what people spoke about the NDA government, the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government in 2004, what were the poll results, or rather the exit poll, or the opinion poll results in 2004, and we will compare those opinion poll results of 2004 to 2019. You're going to be surprised. So here we go. Let's start with the opinion poll. An opinion poll of Jan 2018. In Jan 2018, India Today had given NDA 309 seats, my apologies, UPA 102 seats, others 132 seats. Jan 2018, Republic C voter had given NDA 335 seats, UPA 89 seats, and others 119 seats. May 2018, ABP News CSDS had given NDA 274 seats, UPA 164 seats, and others 105 seats. August 2018, India Today this time around with Karvi, India Today Karvi had given NDA 281 seats, UPA 122 seats, others 140 seats. So this is slot 1. So this was the first quarter of 2018. almost the first half of, I'm sorry, not the quarter, but the first half of 2018. So if you look at the polls of polls, that is the average, the polls of polls was 300 for NDA, 119 for UPA, and 124 for others. So clearly, NDA was leading the slot absolutely without a doubt. And NDA, I think, led through and through till recently. But NDA was leading the slot between January 2018 to almost August 2018. Now let's go to the next slot. Next slot is from October 2018 to December 2018. October 2018, according to ABP News, NDA was 276, UPA was 112, others 155. November 2018, ABP News C voters, NDA 261, UPA 119, that is 119, and others 163. December 2018, India TV CNX poll, NDA 281, UPA 124, others 138. December 2018, ABP News C voters, NDA 247, UPA 171, others 125. December 2018, India Today survey, NDA 257, UPA 146, others 140. Now, this is slot 2. So, this ends 2018. So, 2018, the slot 2, polls of polls, average polls were, December 18, average polls were 264 for NDA, 135 for UPA, and 144 for others. So, even now, NDA dominates the show with 264. But lesser than 2018. So 2018 January, the first slot, NDA was doing better. Second slot, NDA fell from 300 to 264. And UPA went up from 119 to 135. So that's 2018. Now let's enter into 2019. Now 2019, let's go month by month because this is going to be very interesting. Let's start with 2019 month January 2019, VDP Associates did a poll. It gave 225 to NDA, 167 to UPA, 150 to others. India Today Karvi did a poll again where they gave 237 to NDA, 166 to UPA, 140 to others. ABP voters did a poll, 233 to NDA, 167 to UPA, 143 to others. Times, VMR, did a poll and Times gave 252 to NDA, 147 to UPA, and 144 to others. Now this is Jan. This is before the Pulwama attack, the first month of the year. And the polls of polls, the average poll was 237 for NDA, 162 for UPA, and 144 for others. Now mind you, 237, Jan saw the lowest seats for NDA and probably the highest seats for UPA. So the popularity of UPA was at its peak in January 2019 with 162 votes, 162 seats, my apologies, and NDA was at its lowest at 237 seats. Now let's look at February polls. This particular poll was published after the Pulwama attack, but most of the research was done before the Pulwama attack. So let us take this poll as before the Pulwama attack. So February 19th, only one research agency, one pollster had conducted the polls, and that was VDP Associates. And the VDP Associates poll gave 242 to NDA, 148 to UPA, and 153 to others. 242 where the number of seats increased from what was in January. The number of seats increased for NDA, but again, not as much as what it was in January 2018. So not as much as January 2018, but it did increase from what it was in January 2019. UPA again fell from 162 in January to 148. Again, much more than what it was in January 2018, but not as much as what it was in January 2019. So basically, again, NDA started gaining grounds. Now comes the poll in March. Now this poll is important because this was after the Pulwama attack. So this entire concept of whether Pulwama actually helped the NDA was a proof. This opinion poll was the proof of that. And here it goes. March 2019, Zee Chauvista's poll, it gave NDA 264, UPA 165, others 114. India TV CNX gave 285 to NDA, 126 to UPA and 132 to others. ABP News C Voters gave 264 to NDA, 141 to UPA, 138 to others. News Nation gave 273 to NDA, 133 to UPA, 137 to others. Times Now VMR gave 283 to NDA, 135 to UPA and 125 to others. The difference between February 2019 and March 2019 did not seem to be much. But that being said, UPA slid down, NDA went up. NDA went up from 237 in January to 274 in March 2019. NDA went up, UPA went down from 162 in January 2019 to 140 in March 2019. Others went down from 144 in January 2019 to 130 in March 2019. So NDA definitely gained in March, but not as much as what was told, not as if it became a major change, not that things was absolutely radically different. All that definitely didn't happen, but it did gain some votes, it did gain some seats, but nothing major. But that being said, even after Pulwama, this was the point we were trying to make for a long time. Even after Pulwama, NDA couldn't go back to the seats that it was hoping to get in Jan 2018, which is 300. It never touched 300. It hovered around 274 even after the Pulwama attack. So nothing majorly changed for the NDA. But yes, it did get slight nudge. Now one needs to figure out whether that is because of Pulwama or possibly because anyway they were going up, because we saw the same growth in February. We saw that growth a little more in March. Now this is where it stands. So the final figure as we stand in March, that is now today is 30th of March, the final figure in which we stand is, if there was a poll conducted today, according to the polls of polls, we have taken 5 polls into consideration. If you take the polls of 5 polls, then today's figure is March 2019 is NDA 274, UPA 140 and others 130. Now let's go to the next section of this program. Now the next part of the editorial, I told you that there was a striking similarity between 2004 and 2019. Now I'll try and tell you how. Now we saw the opinion polls of 2019. Now let us see the last opinion poll of 2004. Now this is how the last opinion poll of 2004 looked. 2004, NDTV, Indian Express, AC Nielsen gave NDA 307 seats, UPA 163 seats, others 73 seats. India Today, ORG, Marg gave NDA 282 seats, UPA 165 seats, others 96 seats. Outlook magazine gave NDA 290 seats, UPA 169 seats, others 84 seats. Sahara TV gave NDA 271 seats, UPA 168 seats, others 104 seats. The Week TNS gave NDA 265 seats, UPA 185 seats, others 93 seats. Star News C Voters gave NDA 275 seats, UPA 186 seats, others 82 seats. Zee Talim gave NDA 265 seats, UPA 196 seats, others 82 seats. India Today, ORG Marg poll gave NDA 252 seats, UPA 185 seats and others 106 seats. So this was the opinion poll that happened before the 2004 general election. You know what is the striking part of it? The striking part of it is opinion poll March 2019 gives NDA 274 and opinion poll 2004 gives NDA 275. 2019 opinion poll gives UPA 140. 2004 opinion polls give UPA 177. 2019 opinion polls gives others 129 and 2004 opinion polls gives others 91. Now this is the striking similarity. 274 for NDA in 2019 is what the opinion poll says, and 275 for NDA is what the opinion poll said in 2004. Now the fact is, similar situation, strong prime minister versus a weak opposition leader, clear prime ministerial candidate versus no prime ministerial candidate, very similar situation. And like I said, Rahul Gandhi, though, has done an excellent job in the last 3 to 4 years. So yes, he has really grown in popularity. So to that extent, yes, he has really grown in political maturity. To that extent, yes, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi didn't get that opportunity during 2004. But all the same, situation remains the same. That said, we are in no way making any sort of comparison or any sort of prediction that, what happened in 2004 will happen again in 2019. We're not making any sort of comparison that way. We thought this data was very, very interesting, and therefore we thought we will bring this to your notice. And this perspective more so was interesting, so we thought we'll bring this to your notice. But one thing that I wanted to make it emphatically clear, is this channel told you that Pulwama has not made a major difference, in the number of votes or number of seats that UPA is going to get. It has not made a major difference to BJP's fate in India. BJP's fate is still there. They have to go out there and fight. Nothing is for granted. There is still no cakewalk, and we maintained it then. We are still saying that now, and these polls also show that there has been a marginal increase, there is no guarantee that it is because of Pulwama. It could also be because of a couple of policies. So it is not necessary that it is because of Pulwama. It could be for other reasons. It could be for a lot of other things that Mr. Narendra Modi has been announcing in the last couple of months. I'm not saying Pulwama has not given them a boost. It has, but nothing so major that it has changed fortunes. This is one thing that we said then and we believe now. I still maintain one more thing. A lot of you have wrote to me and asked me whether do I take back my words on Nitin Gadkari as a probable prime ministerial candidate. I emphatically say, no, I do not take back my words on Nitin Gadkari as a probable prime ministerial candidate in 2019. Nitin Gadkari says he is not interested in his race, which is what even we thought he would say. There is no way for two people will stand in the same party and say I am interested in elections. That will definitely go against the party, which probably went in 2004, where you had NLK Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who were probables to the prime ministerial chair in 2004. Definitely neither did the RSS, nor would anybody want to have that same situation in 2019, where you have a Nitin Gadkari and Narendra Modi seen as probable to fight for the same chair. So definitely Nitin Gadkari pulled back. Nitin Gadkari says, I'm not interested. Nitin Gadkari says, I don't want the seat. We believe if a situation arises where Nitin Gadkari has to take the mantle and sit in that prime ministerial chair to get the NDA together, which we think is a probable option, this will and this could definitely happen. So we do not go back on our words. We are still maintaining that there are chances that Nitin Gadkari will take up the offer if he is given one. This is what we feel. Of course, Nitin Gadkari feels differently. Nitin Gadkari says he won't. Of course, he knows best, but we feel that this could happen. So with that, I think this figures may be very interesting. It's quite a new perspective to the election. I hope you enjoyed this editorial with me. Till next time, Namaskar. HW News Network today is a year and a half old. Thanks to your support, thanks to your love, we've grown. We require your support a little more. what we request you to do is to download our free app. Our app is in Hindi, English and Marathi. We promise to update you with the latest news, views, analysis, interview. We also have a live TV going in that. If you download our app, we will get advertisers. And if we get advertisers, we'll get revenue. We get revenue, we can serve you better. So once again, please do support us. Please download our app. Namaskar.